everybody. I had this amazing thing happen yesterday. So, I know we all hit times in business where we're feeling like super inspired and everything is working exactly as it should, and you feel like amazing and everything is perfect. There's sometimes, right? And then there are times where you feel like nothing is working and nothing is going right, and you don't know what to say, and it's not inspired, and like, oh my goodness. And so, I found that, like, the end of the last week, early this week, I was feeling like I didn't know what to say. Even though I have lots of things to say, I just wasn't sure what was right, and I was feeling like, whereas, like, the week before, things were just kind of flowing, right? So you get into that flow, and then when the flow stops, it's like, oh my gosh, I broke it. And I was talking to a friend yesterday, and I was telling her that one of the ways that I sort of helped myself this week is for a long time, what I did, and I have my notebook, I'll show you. I make myself a little chart, okay? And it's like what days of the week are and what kinds of things I want to post each day, and just a little note to myself about what kind of thing I want to say and why. And what happened a couple of weeks ago is I was just feeling really good about, what I wanted to say, and I didn't end up making myself charts for a couple of weeks because everything was flowing. And then all of a sudden, when things weren't flowing anymore, I thought, like, I don't know what to say. And then I went, oh, wait, but I could just make a chart and I could fix this. And what my friend, when I was telling her the story yesterday, said to me was, well, you know what? We don't make processes for our best days. And that's exactly right. We don't build systems in our businesses for our best days. On your best day, you don't need that system. On your best day, things are clicking and humming and doing their thing and they're just going. But on the other days, the system is what saves you. The system is what lifts you up and helps you continue to move forward, right? When things don't feel like they're moving forward in the way you'd like, your system is what helps you to get your feet back on the path. Your systems are what help you to sort of know what to do next, even though you already know when it just doesn't feel so easy. So I went back. What I did when I felt a little stuck is dig back into a system that I know works for me, making these little notes because everything will flow easier if I just have a starting point. I know that sometimes all I need is a couple of words to get me moving. And so when I felt a little stuck, I dipped back into a system I know I have. That's why we build stuff like that. We build processes and patterns for business so that when we need them to support us, they're there. You won't always need them. Sometimes you just know what to say. Sometimes you just know what to post. Sometimes you just know how to schedule it. Sometimes you just know, what the quote's going to be or what have you. And when you don't, you lean back into the process you have so that you can get back to the spot where everything just sort of flowed and you don't get stuck there. When you don't have the process, you don't have anything to lean back on. It's like, so one of the things that I do, one of the other things I do is I teach college kids how to teach math to kids. And one of the things we talk about a lot is when you teach kids math today, new math, is a lot about process. And the reason it is, and that you have kids construct things and draw pictures of things and of how to add and that kind of stuff, is because humans are much more likely to remember a picture and a process than the answer, right? So if I can show kids pictures of how to do something, they're likely when they get stuck later on to be able to go back and remember that picture and then have a place to start from. That's exactly what a process does for your business. When you get stuck over here, it lets you go back to that picture, to that sort of framework you had, and dig back in. So, if you are feeling stuck, if you are feeling uninspired, if you're feeling unsure, think about what processes you have that you can sort of put back into place, that you can dig back into, that you can make work for you, because that's why they're there. Processes are meant to work for us, not to be work for us. Okay? Think about how you can use process to work for you so that everything can click back into place. And if you find yourself stuck and you're not sure what those processes would look like because maybe you don't have them yet, let's talk. This is what I do. I'm good at process. That's what my husband says. I got a process for everything. But we'll find one that works for you. You don't need mine. You need one that suits you. So let's build that. Have a great day. Happy Tuesday.